Today we are here at Mactan Cebu International Airport and we missed our flight going to Korea. Story time, guys. The time now, it is 7 in the evening and our day started early. We woke up at 6:30 in the morning because we need to get to the Korean embassy at 9 in the morning opening time so that we can claim our Korean visa needed for our flight. However, it was released at 2:40 in the afternoon. Now, we all know, for those who are familiar with air travel, that you have to be at the airport at least 3 hours before your flight. Now, our flight was 3:40 in the afternoon and we got our visas at 2:40 in the afternoon. The good news is we were given a single entry, so it wasn't denied. Online check-in is 2 hours before departure, so yeah. Once I received the visa, I knew we would miss our flight. And yeah, it was really sad because we were very hopeful that we would be getting our visas at least before lunch, because if we had gotten the visa before lunchtime or even lunchtime, we would still have a good chance of making our flight. However, it was released at 2:40. Guys, this is nothing to, there's no blaming or anything like that when it comes to the Korean embassy, because it is stated that the releasing is between 2 in the afternoon to 4 in the afternoon. It was a risk that we took, a risk that didn't pay off. In fact, we had to pay extra to be able to purchase tickets for the next flight, which is at 1 a.m. later. Right after we received our visas, from the embassy, we went straight to the airport. I tried, along the way, I tried to do online check-in, but when I logged in and tried to check in, our flight doesn't show on the web page of the airline. So that means check-in was already closed and we missed our flight. Guys, this is the first time this happened. It was a long day earlier. I wasn't able to vlog it because it was emotional, it was draining, it was stressful, and I'm no actor or film during those times, because it's tough. And when we arrived at the airport, we were hoping, there may be hoping for some delays or some chance of still somehow making our flight. However, we arrived here around 4 in the afternoon, and yeah, the flight gate was closed. We weren't able to enter anymore inside the airport because we missed our flight. So what we did was we looked around, we kept our cool, and we were trying to see what we can do, because we really needed to get to Korea. Why? Because we already have accommodations booked. This is gonna be like 7 days, I think, a week. So we have a week of I believe non-refundable bookings for our hotel or our stay in Korea. The option was to at least get there the cheapest fare possible. We had to look around. We saw that there was Korean Air. We went to the Korean Air counter and we asked them if they still have flights for today, and they do have after midnight. So we asked them how much a ticket would cost, and she checked and there was a flight, and it would cost 19,000 pesos. That hurts. Guys, we got our tickets back and forth lesser than that for the two of us. But Korean Air, now I know expected to be expensive because it's like what, a few hours on the same day flight, but 19,000 pesos, and of course we didn't take it. We don't, we can charge it to credit card, but that is gonna be, no, it's not worth it. So we tried going to the local airlines here, which is Philippine Airlines and Cebu Pacific. We went to Philippine Airlines first. They have an office here at the Mactan Airport, and they do have a flight later as well. That's past midnight, and each ticket, the Super Saver Economy, would cost us 15,000 pesos, a little over 15,000 pesos. Still too high for one person. 15,000, no. So we tried to go to the Cebu Pacific office, and FYI for Filipinos and non-Filipinos, if you're here at the Mactan Cebu Airport, there is no more Cebu Pacific office. So you do your transactions. If you have any last minute transactions for Cebu Pacific flights, they are closed here at the Mactan Cebu Airport. No office. You have to do it online. So what we did was we checked online, and there were no more direct flights from Cebu going to Korea. Incheon to be specific, there were no more flights. There was one flight that was our flight, 3:40 in the afternoon, and that is it. So the next flight would be the next day, which would cost us a little over 8,000 pesos per person. So the two of us would be over 16,000 pesos. Not so bad, eh? Like Korean Air was 19,000, Philippine Airlines was 16,000 for one person, and for Cebu Pacific would be over 6,000, but that's already the two of us. Now if we move our flight on the third day, it would only cost a little over 5,000 pesos. But we also considered our hotel bookings, which is today, and you know, all those considerations. So our best bet or best option would be if we have a cheaper flight, which is Cebu Pacific, 16,000. That would be the more logical. We still get to use our hotel booking for that day. So Cebu Pacific was the most viable option. However, when we looked around here at the Mactan Cebu Airport, when we went to the Korean Air counter, they did tell us that there are other Korean airlines. So it was like a passing statement that she had. Like she said, there are other airlines like Jin Air and Jeju Air. I remembered when we were trying to book for our Cebu Pacific flight for a one-way ticket, which will cost us over 8,000 pesos per person. But yeah, before we decided, I tried to check for the Jin Air airlines to see if their fare would be competitive or maybe lower. So it was just, you know, it was new to me. I haven't flown Jin Air, but if you guys are, you know, you're not familiar and this happens to you, or if you want to book other airlines, there are other options other than Philippine Airlines, Air Asia, and Cebu Pacific. There are other airlines, and that is one lesson I learned today. With this flight right now, I checked Jin Air, and they do have a slightly lower fare from the Cebu Pacific that we were supposed to purchase. So it is like this. Jin Air, we paid for 2 tickets, one way 2 tickets to Incheon for a little over 15,000 pesos. It's still a bit pricey for us, but we have to face the consequences of this risk that we took. Like I said earlier, it's a risk we took but did not pay off, and it cost us dearly, over 15,000 pesos in excess payment, or as a consequence of the risk that we took. So guys, if you're watching this, and if there's anything, the reason why I'm sharing this is maybe a lesson for you not to take the risk, because if it says claiming time is 2 in the afternoon to 4, set your mind to the 4 p.m. releasing time, so that don't rely on the 2 p.m. because just in case delays happen, you will definitely miss your flight and you will end up spending more. So yeah, I could have skipped making this video and just show you guys our future Korea trip, but I want to share this for your information so that you will have an idea and you can learn from this mistake that we made. This is the first time for us, and it hurts. It hurts emotionally. It hurts our pockets. Yeah. This vlog series is starting out with a heavy heart, but hoping I'll be able to pick ourselves up, and give you guys a nice Korea vlog series. So yeah, the time right now, I've been blabbing and it's almost 15 minutes, but I guess since our flight is before 2 a.m, I believe the ticket counter will open 4 hours before that, so maybe around past 8. So yeah, less than an hour, hopefully our ticket counter opens so that we can check in and go to Korea finally. So I blabbed a long time, but hopefully you learned something from it. So this is gonna be a separate vlog, and I'm not gonna say if you enjoyed the video, but if you find this helpful, you can do me a favor and click the like button, share this video out there, leave a comment, and please consider subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to click the notification bell to get updates whenever I post some videos. Guys, it really helps a lot if you do subscribe to my channel. Your favorite YouTuber will appreciate it as much as I do. And remember, life is not a straight line, but a zigzag. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, but always keep moving forward.